How's it going there, citizens of the Reject Nation? It's John and Andrew Gordon back in the saddle once again to check out a film I am very excited for. It is time for, I believe, 2016's Shin Godzilla. Greg and I have been checking out the Monarch series. Godzilla Minus One is dropping now. It might even already be out, so we got Godzilla on the brain. Andrew, are you excited?
I am so excited. I want to see the film that went up against Batman v Superman in 2016.
Absolutely. That was that weekend, boy. Right. Duking it out for supremacy.
I just meant the year. I don't know the weekend.
So I'm rewriting history right here.
Exactly.
Leave a like, guys, for Kaiju, for the tradition of monster movies in general. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you can be kept up with all the new releases we got dropping each day here at The Real Rejects. As always, thank you to Prepper for helping us edit down these highlights. It's a tough task. And hey, if you want to see the complete Shin Godzilla experience alongside Andrew and myself, get every little moment that doesn't make these reaction highlights, why don't you come on over to patreon.com/TheRealRejects, where you can sync up with your own copy of Shin Godzilla. Got tons of goodies over there. We got shows and movies with reaction highlights and watch-alongs included exclusively. It's a blast. You'll be super sexy if you do. And hey, I'm ready to go. Andrew, you got anything else to say?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Right to business. Love it.
Classic. I'm excited. Not a pleasure craft for long. They left a crane.
That's what they want you to think.
Damn. Nice. Oh no! I was gonna say, when's this gonna become found footage? Whoa! Damn! Oh my god!
I like how we're seeing it from people's POVs.
Right to business. Jeez.
Yeah, the cinematography, it's liking it so far. It's got to be so horrifying. You're just driving under the tunnel.
Yeah.
崩落の原因は局地的な地震ですか？現在本庁に問い合わせ中です。海上の噴火的事象との関連はどうですか？今は何とも情報不足です。海保のヘリテレ来ました。やはり海底火山の噴火に見えますね。
It's a bloody volcano.
湾内の航行船舶を入域制限、全域を無期限封鎖したとファックスで実施しました。国交省より当該沿岸部に避難準備勧告を指示との連絡あり。
Damn.
God, everything is already so organized.
I like that this movie's wasting no time, just getting right to business.
Cool, a slide. You gotta have fun in your kaiju apocalypse, you know. Oh no.
That is so terrifying, that sound. It's awesome too.
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh, it's good teases though.
This kind of feels like a District 9 Godzilla movie.
It's a good comparison.
やはり新たな海底火山の噴火が妥当なところでしょう。そうは言いましても震源地も浅く噴出物の成分は噴火とは認められない事象でして。そうなのかなら早く言え。
Yeah, I already wasted so much time talking about this theme.
何者かが海底にいる可能性があります。
何者ってなんだ。
Like the Meg?
ネットにはそれを裏付ける動画も存在します。
Is that what we're getting Godzilla vs Meg?
It'll happen when they get desperate enough.
基本的対処方針をまとめて直ちに関係閣僚会議を開きます。わかった。
Makes sense, but it's fascinating how they're really leaning on the political side here.
Oh, sure. Well, and just, yeah,
but it makes sense.
Disaster management all around.
Yeah, no, I mean.
総理レクは先に結論ありきの規定路線だ。いい加減かき回すのはやめとけ。
Uh-oh.
お前を押した長官のお立場も考えろ。
Uh-oh.
いいな。忠告はしたぞ。
Yeah, stay in line, guy. We got bureaucracy to uphold.
噴火による噴石等の被害の危険性があるため、警戒レベルを避難準備とし、羽田空港も万が一を考えて全便
Damn.
失礼、訂正します。羽田空港の欠航による安全を優先するためのやむを得ない処置として。
Makes sense.
Usually it's the opposite way. Economic first, people second.
ただいま噴火活動が急速に沈静化しているとの報告が入りました。
What about that red ring?
Yeah, that is quite a sight, though.
改めて提言いたします。やはり原因は巨大不明生物である可能性があります。各省庁の検討を願います。
矢口、閣僚会議の席だ。
You're not gonna think it's a joke soon.
そんなものがいるわけはないだろう。
I love these teases.
Look outside.
Damn.
かつてこのようなことがあったでしょうか。前代未聞です。
なんだ今のは。
Giant marine creature.
I would jump up and say, you see?
大気急変のため会議を中止します。関係閣僚は至急総理執務室へ。
And bring me my brown pants.
Yeah, I was gonna say my pants would definitely be brown right now. I was just about to say that.
巨大不明生物としか故障しようがありませんが。
Gulf.
私はシンプルです。生還つまり野放しか駆除か、それとも湾外に追い出すかですね。でしたら駆除でよろしいかと。
トンネル事故との関連はさておいても、東京湾内が無期限全面封鎖されており、すでに莫大な経済的損失が出ております。
This is an expensive giant sea creature.
出動は幾度かありますが、海事による東京湾内での牡蠣の死は前例もなく。
まあまあ、ことを荒立てず、穏便に追い出せないのか。
Let's just herd it that way.
Make some signs say, go this way.
Yes. Create a chute.
いや、ここは駆除だ。魚雷とか使えばすぐ済むだろう。
Oh.
わかりますが、ここは火器使用も含め本省に検討の時間をいただきたい。
Yeah, and it's not deep enough for a sub.
速やかに巨大不明生物の情報収集し、駆除、捕獲、排除と各ケース別の対処方法についての検討を開始してください。
You gotta cover all the bases, guys.
これどこの役所に行ったんですか？
Yeah,
all of
yes.
水上機員が多摩川方面に向けて移動を開始した模様です。
動くの？それは生き物だからな。
羽田 D 滑走路連絡誘導路側面から多摩川河口に侵入しています。
Oh God.
Fascinating. Whoa.
It's getting closer.
まだ3名ですが、生物学の有識者が到着しました。
These guys got it.
The dream team.
This one guy's on loan from the Star Wars universe.
誰も見たことのない水生生物。
I know this guy.
それ以上は現物を調査しないと何にも言えません。
This guy's super familiar.
憶測で判断してはもはや生物学と言えんでしょうが。
Hold on to those scruples, boy.
Ah. Oh my God.
Jeez, man. What? Oh God. I love the disconnect between what's happening literally right outside and what's going on in this office. What a waste of time that was.
Oh God.
Well, this is definitely a deep fake.
ここも混じっていますね。エラらしき形状から水生生物と仮定しても廃魚のような足の存在が推測できます。
もし足があるなら上陸の可能性はありますか？
It's a fair assumption.
一刻も早く国民を安心させるために。
不確実な憶測ではなく。
分かった。
This is fascinating.
防災服と原稿を用意し。
I'm curious what they're gonna say.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
I feel like there's a definite humorous streak, despite how like devastating this destruction is.
Of course, of course.
This poor guy.
上陸という事態は想定しづらく、自重で潰れ、死に至ると思われますので、どうかご安心ください。巨大不明生物の上陸はありえませんので。
Oh no. Oh no.
And I get the sentiment, want to keep the public calm.
Yeah, but like... we live in like a post-camera phone world.
I was gonna say, you know
like,
what?
This is not going to last.
You know what I just said? Forget that. Sorry about that.
New intel is... Whoa!
Oh.
That is disturbing.
おっしゃる通りです。今なぜ上陸できたのかを指揮者に問い合わせ中です。
Just assume the experts don't know a thing. This is unprecedented.
On the one hand, it's the criticism of like the experts don't even really know, but then also like, what do you do? Oh my God. I wonder how long it's going to take for all this to break down. Like we're in so many controlled, organized rooms.
これにより国民皆様の安全に対して万全の対策を講じ、こうするため都庁および
It's gonna have like all of Japan destroyed by the time you guys come up with an actual plan.
And now the problem arises too, like, can you fire into civilian territory?
That was poetry right there. Dense and brittle.
It's what I'm saying. Oh boy.
すぐに避難計画を考えろ。しかしこのような事態の防災訓練も行っておりませんし、避難区域の広域な指定も困難です。
What else you gonna do?
避難に任せるしかありません。現場には交通統制によるコントロールを徹底させます。
Oh God.
警察官の指示に従って行動してください。
Oh my God.
I don't know what you do in that situation. Just gotta start running.
There's some beautiful shots of this movie.
Oh God.
Wow.
That is some mayhem and destruction.
God, just the eyes on this thing.
Yeah.
Like it does look like a real Komodo or something like that.
Oh no, there's families and people inside. Oh no. Pest extermination. Get the bug spray out.
Big ass pest we got here.
Whoa. I mean, yeah, at this point you have no choice.
I love it. They're just superimposing the handbook.
どう見ても自衛隊しか事態に対処できない。
だがそれは市街地で自衛隊が戦闘を始めることになる。おそらく勝利は渋るよな。
If he's not got cause for pause already.
しかしな、今まで出たことがない大変な不告だぞ。初の防衛出動の命令とは。警察による短時間での避難誘導は困難です。逃げ遅れた住民を戦闘事態に巻き。
Yeah, it's a very difficult decision.
ここは苦しいところですが、被害の拡大を防ぐためにも証人のご決断をいただかないと。今ここで決めるのか？聞いてないぞ。
I really wouldn't even know what to decide in that second, just because of how unprecedented it is.
奴の死骸を利用した復興財源案を考えてみるか。旧日本軍の希望的観測、机上の空論、こうあってほしいという発想。300万人以上もの犠牲者が出ています。根拠のない楽観は禁物です。
Beware of unfounded optimism.
急いでください。地震災害時の避難場所では役に立ちません。
I was gonna say, in a situation like this, you just gotta trust your own gut and do what you think is best for you and your family.
Yeah. Is this creature like related to gods, or is it gonna be like become the Godzilla we know? Whoa.
Is he taking a nap?
Is it just dead?
There's arms growing out.
Is it gonna like evolve or molt or something? Oh, I'm learning to walk again. Oh my God, it is sprouting some arms.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Oh, is he getting bigger?
Yeah. Oh. What a fascinatingly odd choice with the eyes. Look at, God, the inside of its mouth.
Yeah.
Like, ugh. It's like it feels like it's just playing on a speaker in the city. Ah, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Great attention to details, too.
The amount of property damage and time of cleanup for this.
Yeah. Godzilla insurance gonna be through the roof. You bet it does.
Like how in formation there, that was a pretty cool shot.
Yeah, and it's so eerie with him just standing there.
本当に始めますよ。いいですね。
分かっている。
Evacuate.
やってくれ。
Is this just gonna make it stronger and angrier?
Yeah.
目標正面巨大不明生物頭部距離
Aim
300
for the
発射用意
If you kill the brain, then you kill the ghoul and its motor functions.
目標周辺に人影を確認車線上に住民がいる
Oh, damn it.
射撃の可否を問うまだ人がいる射撃の可否を問うまだ人がいる射撃の可否を問う
人が残ってます射撃を開始して構いませんか
総理撃ちますかいいですか
Oh my god.
攻撃中止。自衛隊の弾を国民に向けることができない。
Respect. That's a fierce Charlie problem. Oh.
Oh, atomic breath.
Just love how many telephones that involved. Oh, jeez.
Right at the camera.
Oh my god, this is great. They're great at realizing the scale, and it's set like even though the effects aren't the most photo real, like it really sells them to the point where it doesn't matter.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it looks great, even though you can tell it's animated.
品が品川消防署管内南品川付近にて新たな火災発生都内各路線は
Oh.
I get it. Life has to continue and go on, but damn.
Everything's as business as normal.
Yeah.
Across the rest of the country. I'm glad the world's chipping in though. It's good.
Oh wow. I mean, it's only 100. I'm sure it's going to be way more, but still, I figured it'd be a little more than that.
It's good though. It kind of grounds it, makes it more tangible. You're like 100 people, damn. Like thousands and thousands, it becomes like less.
Oh, yeah.
less tangible.
2時間今日あっても初期対応が至らず
Fair.
完璧ではないが最善は尽くしている。溺れるな矢口。
You smug asshole.
He's just got unfound optimism.
That's right. He's gonna get us all killed.
That's quite a scene. That would not be fun to be part of that cleaning crew. Like, where do we start?
I'll be working on this for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's like a shot out of an old war movie.
On the flip side, I'd rather be on the cleaning crew than on those boats.
金谷沖の東京湾店に先行したと推測されます
相模トラフに潜伏中となると
最上陸への備えはどうなんだ
I'm curious how they lost him in the first place.
Yeah.
Because of his scale.
Just dive back into the water.
防衛拠点が関東近郊に偏ってますよね。
迎撃作戦は首都防衛が最優先だ。まあ、5階からのお達しらしい。
Uh-oh, fifth floor.
東京の人口は1300万人強、日本の 17% の水準だ。関東地区に広げると200兆円、40% に当たる。
Always wanted to see how Godzilla would affect the economy and the census.
君がその事務局長を拝命したと聞いているいいことだ
そのチームの人選を泉に頼みたい霞が関には顔が広いだろう
Bureaucrats.
At least they admit it.
骨太を頼むよ立川です
Really big. I love these odd, like
camera choices.
Yeah, spatial POVs and stuff like that.
便宜上私が仕切るがそもそも出世に無縁な霞が関のはぐれ者一匹狼変わり者
We're gonna be prepared this time.
Lone wolf nerds, troublemakers, outcasts, academic heretics.
された基本スペックはこれだ各部署で確認してくれ
Such a great intro. This guy's got bars.
第1形態、第2形態、そして第3形態だ。今後も変態を遂げると思われる。
Oh, yeah. Well, his arms were only like this big, so definitely got more evolving.
僕の疑問なんだが、あれのエネルギー源は何なんだ
I want to see them try to communicate with it.
基礎代謝だけでもかなりのエネルギー量が必要です。消化器官による酸素変換では消費量や動作効率が説明できませんね。
あれだけのエネルギー。
The nuclear power plant.
ありえませんよ。
Did they not see him doing that atomic breath thing?
They did not, I assure you. Or they're still discussing it now.
Yeah. Guess that was just for us, the audience.
上から止められているので公表を差し替えてますが、都内各地の放射線モニター空間線。
原発ですか？
いえ、全国すべての原子力施設での放射性物質のリークは。
Oh.
Just some unexplained radiation.
It's me when I beat the end of a tough game.
見てください。
小頭さんの言うことが正しかったということか。
Nuclear fission.
国大統領は実益補佐非公式な会談を総理に望んでいる。実益補佐官はすでに横田を出て。
Yeah, and he'll be here any minute to sort your shit out. So that's what we Americans do.
この当該人物を探してほしい。
その理由は何ですか？
ここに上陸した生物の存在を。
What?
John Goodman in Kong Skull Island. We gotta find Randa.
彼の情報とトレードして我々の蓄積情報をあなたに渡す。第三国にエンタリジェンスは流さない。Just US Japan. そう、win-win.
Absolutely. Win-win.
親のコネも臆することなく利用する。矢口と同じ政治家タイプです。
Friggin' Yaguchi.
人的情報はこれだけだ。
日本から追い出される米国研究生物学者なのにエネルギー関連の研究機関に。
Good.
どのノーティスですか？
いや、生活拠点の特定までだ。NSA だか CIA だかが引き継ぐらしい。
We want to know everything he knows.
Red Notice. Isn't that the movie with The Rock and Ryan Reynolds?
I think so.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah, heard it was their best film.
It's a reference, clearly.
海保に保護されています。パターソン特使、あなたが探していたのは元教授ではなく、こちらでは？
Yeah, that too.
私は好きにした。君らも好きにしろ。遺書と見るべきか。中身の確認が必要ですか？
No need. 印刷は特殊インク、カピーは不可能よ。
写真は撮れます。対策チームには共有させます。Godzilla?
Whoa.
He said the name.
He said it! He said it!
DO is code name. Godzilla. 彼が英語で名付けていた。
He gave it an English name.
Godzilla.
That's the name.
Gojira.
教授の故郷の大戸島で神の化身を意味する言葉だそうです。
荒ぶる神。彼が英語表記に God をつけたと聞いている。
どういう人物か調べてほしい。記事にしていい時が来たら早船さんに独占させるので。
分かってますよ。今から60年前、各国の放射性廃棄物の無秩序な海洋投棄の資料ですか。
Oh no.
Oh boy, that is quite a lot of radioactive material.
それが DOE の出した結論。放射性廃棄物を餌とする生物の存在に気づいた。
I was like piles of radioactive materials.
太古から生き延びた海洋生物が奇跡的に生きながらえていた生息地域に偶然大量の放射性廃棄物。
Surprised only one came, or at least so far. I'm sure there's more.
放射線に耐性を持つ生物へと急速に変化した。
しかしパターソン特使、上陸したゴジラは当時の推定体長をはるかに上回っています。
Yes.
Yes.
私の権限で知れる情報はここまで。
God.
ここからはPersonal service.
I love her bilinguals.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's my favorite character by far so far.
米国はゴジラをどうする気だ？研究対象か？それとも？
それは大統領が決める。
Yes.
あなたの国は誰が決めるの？
We all do. After a lengthy series of phone calls.
現場で回収された放射性物質の分析結果です。検出されたガンマ線の波長が既存の
Gamma rays.
Oh.
That's why it grows big like the Hulk.
That's right, and it's Short's ripoff.
No. Just my fun little reference of the film.
一個体のまま劇的な進化を続けてる。
とはいえゴジラは生き物だ。
だといいんだが。
それを探るのも我々巨彩隊の仕事ですよ。
You have to fire on it to find out.
なぜ急に東京湾に戻ったんだ？
It needs more radiation.
冷えてないんだ。
おお。
原子炉のようなシステムを有していて、背びれ等から常時放熱をしている。血液流を冷却機能としている可能性が非常に高い。
おお。
まだうまく働かず一時的に退化し海中に戻ったと推測できます。
そこから考えられる即応可能な唯一。
おお。
必要とするので死に至るかは不明ですが、少なくとも活音凍結は可能です。
そのための血液予後促進剤の経口投与の可能性を模索すべきと考えます。
Oh. All names aside.
Save Gojira? Oh,
I mean, those people will be out there too, you know. They'll be like, this is nature's plan, which maybe.
I'm all for not destroying creatures and all that, but when it's destroying everything, that's a different situation.
副長官、1分前にゴジラが相模
Ah, good.
再上陸します。
It's got more business in town. Love this.
Oh, he looks different now, yeah?
Definitely looks more classic Godzilla.
Yeah. Ah, the scale.
It just looks like he's made of molten magma. Oh.
I'm curious if they're gonna have any Godzilla POV shots in the film.
Although they're doing a great job at the ground level scale.
Yeah, no,
I
for
tell
sure,
ya.
for sure. Oh, that trail, that is insane. No, you're crazy.
身長が2倍近くになっています。
Ah!
さらに進化したゴジラ第4形態です。
This isn't even my final form.
Is that gonna do anything going indoors?
Citizens leave. Citizens go inside. Just go wherever Godzilla isn't at the moment.
Yeah, again, what?
Tail.
Oh, okay.
That tail right past the
Yeah.
tail. Wow. Scars and shit flying around. Oh, man.
Yeah, these ground shots are incredible, though. Oh my god.
Jesus, man. It's really impressively assembled.
海外緊急事態の布告は攻撃は総理の
No pressure.
総理分かっている始めてくれ
武器使用は無制限までを想定。防衛大臣からはいざとなったら徹底的にやれ。
Unrestricted weapon use.
アーサイ側を戦場とする駆除作戦。
多摩川を絶対防衛ラインと想定する B2 号多摩作戦を開始
We're all counting on you.
C マルヒト CP P マルヒトは武蔵小杉駅上空 BP1 にて待機
It's feel a little bit like 2014, just a little bit.
But we are seeing Godzilla a little more than the 2014 version.
武器の使用を許可する総理の加盟を確
I
認しました
really, I feel bad. He's in a tough position.
Oh boy. Them little bullets ain't gonna do nothing. You need to send like, I don't know, projectile missiles or something.
アパッチの30ミリに切り替えろもう少し様子を見る
Hey, it's worth a shot. No pun intended.
Ha 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 ha. That sound.
お経健在
今だ効果なし
1万6000発もの機関砲を食らいつぐ傷一つつかんと
The way they prolonged this too.
東部方面総監が誘導弾の使用許可を
Oh boy.
Yeah.
無制限使用を許可します
Oh.
C マルヒト CP
I love that. They broached the idea like a little while ago, and then we think we don't need to use it, and now we're going straight to like as much force as possible. Nope.
These are just love taps to him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow. Right in the face.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Oh my god. That did nothing. That did nothing.
予想以上です
作戦をフェーズ2に移行する
They're gonna have to science the shit out of this.
Yes.
Nothing else, it seems, is gonna. I don't know if tanks are gonna work if missiles don't.
Drop a tank into his mouth with the barrel pointing down.
射撃開始距離よし
Oh, they're gonna shoot him in the shin. That's why it's called Shin Godzilla.
Makes sense now.
Someone, you could translate the title for me in the comments.
Oh, I thought you had it right there.
Just definitely, because hitting him in the shins is gonna be the key. Nice. Oh damn. What a.
Oh my goodness. That is so much firepower doing nothing. I mean, it looks like he's getting a massage.
Probably, honestly. Oh my god. Oh no!
Wow, he is so damn strong.
This guy's having fun over here. This guy's enjoying himself. Oh, great success. No.
Godzilla's like, my turn.
Yeah, you're done. Oh. Poor guy. Oh.
Thank you for all the love taps. Felt good.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh,
that camera panning up too. That's awesome.
I love that he's just strolling.
He's getting his cardio in.
Yeah, he's just taking a walk.
I don't know about you, but I view that as a success.
Sure. I'll take
it. From a certain point of view.
We don't
want to look weak.
Yeah.
That's the important thing.
Let the Americans take the rap for looking weak when their efforts are futile.
Seeing him through the night in the blackout, that is...
And what a clever, like, effect solution,
yeah.
too.
Hey, you wanted our help. This is what we're doing.
Yeah, we come to blow shit up. That's what we do, and we expect
American
to do it right.
way to do it.
Blow it up real good. Yes.
その推移を見極める義務がある。それに富を置いて我々だけ逃げ出すことはできん。
Props.
東京を捨てても守らなければならない国民と国そのものがあります。 ここ
I
は退避してください。
do like how they're presenting him as a very honorable human being.
Seems like a real human.
With compassion.
我々は車で移動します。
もうだろ。君たちの方が時間がかかる。渋滞で大変だろうが。後だよ。
I sure hope so, man.
Do you really think doing the car was the good idea?
あれがゴジラか。
副長官、予定より早く米軍の攻撃が始まります。
Oh shit. Got in the way the sound all dropped out. Whoa!
通過命中。目標損傷。出血を確認。
If it bleeds, we can kill it. いけるぞ。さすが米軍だ。
That's right. That's
USA,
what we do.
all the
USA.
way.
USA.
I feel like that's just gonna get Godzilla angrier.
Nah, dude. This is American propaganda.
Thank you, Godzilla, for backing me up. Not making
the roar. Oh yeah.
Oh, atomic.
Oh, we like you that.
何の光だ?
Oh, this music.
Oh, the jaw. Oh. No, for details. Oh. Whoa. Like a secondary eyelid?
Oh, damn. This is giving me vibes of the hydrogen bomb in Terminator 2.
Skybeam!
Everyone's favorite, the Skybeam. But when it comes from Godzilla, I don't mind.
This is a fascinating way they animated like the mouth and the changing of the beam and all that.
The target is shooting some unidentified weapon from the front. Bomber 2 and Bomber 3 will circle in from behind.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
Roger. Payback.
I love the American like actors and voiceovers they get for a little stiff. Oh my god!
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh shit! This is nuts.
Holy crap!
Homelander Godzilla. Oh wow.
Like, why are you guys bothering me? I'm just taking a walk.
Yes. Welcome to hell. Hell on Earth.
I wonder what the count is up to now, the body count.
You know, 300-400 people.
Per second?
Per square block. Oh, going dormant.
Yeah.
推定20シーベルト。そっちにホットスポットが確認されている。バリケードテープの右に。
I was gonna say, I can't imagine the radiation levels.
But don't worry, they'll have a very effective system for getting those iodine tablets out there.
次総理以下東官房長官ら総理臨時代理の就任予定者5名全員が
The Prime Minister?
Yeah.
Ah! This music is so daunting.
直撃を受けた都内3区は帰還困難区域となる恐れがある。除染の問題も大きくなるだろう。
事態は気球存亡中か超深刻だが、対応するには人も物資も法律も。
That's it?
Among other things.
仕方ないですよ。総理も官房長官ももう誰もいないです。
ないものを当てにするな。今残ったものでやれることをやるだけだろ。
矢口。まずは君が落ち。
Nothing like water to
Clearly,
calm the nerves.
It is you.
Is there vodka in that
Needs to
water?
not get hasty right now.
党内の調整が決着し、里見祐介農水大臣が
Okay. Agriculture Minister.
派閥の年功序列と主犯指名の厚労省で大臣になれた人。
Oh, Jesus, no.
生き残った現職大臣や幹事長から押し付けられたらしい。こんな時だ。誰も中継ぎで責任なんて負いたくないんだろ。
That's what I was thinking the whole time. This is not a position you would want in a time like this.
立川もゴジラから30キロしか離れてないが。
ここがやられた時の政治的空白の心配なら無用だ。次のリーダーがすぐに決まるのがこの国の長所だということがよく分かった。
次は君か。
まさか。
Never say never.
10年後を考えている。
その時にまだ日本が残っていたら総裁選に立候補してくれ。応援するよ。見返りは幹事長のポストでいい。
But seriously though.
Like we're in a joking type of mood.
残念ながらここに来ることができなかった者たちの思いとともに諸君には頑張ってほしい。家族や友人だがそれを乗り越えることはできる。対策と凍結プランの完遂に力を注いでほしい。頼む。
Oh.
Hell of a speech.
仕事にかかろう。
Montage.
0.8 から1シーベルト付近と安定しています。寝相はいいんだな。
Just take a giant chainsaw and cut from the neck up.
Yeah, or like a giant swimming pool filled with water, put his foot in it, you know? Maybe he'll get embarrassed and leave.
There is a movement centered on China and Russia to take Godzilla from under the control of the Japanese government and put it under the control of an international organization. As for this government, we strongly hope that Japan and the US can perfectly control Godzilla together.
Control?
Woof. Oh no, man.
As the Army expressed women as the backbone of the government, we have to respectfully decline your offer to remain at the center of decision making. Because of that, we will.
ゴジラの研究は日米コアリションってことですか。
I like it.
It appears that Godzilla has something like a built-in phased array radar.
接近する飛行物体は本能的に全て迎撃されると見て間違いありません。
Damn.
TV1、スクワット2、了解。
Is he dropping skin?
I would assume he's evolving more.
He's like molting again?
進化鉄拳力小型化だけでなく有翼化し大陸間を飛翔する可能性すらある。
ワシントンで国防長官がゴジラの処分に熱核兵器を使用すべきと主張している。
Yeah, about that part.
Nope. Nope.
西海岸へのゴジラ上陸の可能性が 13% というレポートが大統領に上がった。対ゴジラ専門の多国籍軍の設置工作を始めたそうよ。
If there's even a 1% chance Godzilla could end up on the coast, we need to take it with absolute certainty.
The film I referenced earlier.
Yes, the best film.
ペンタゴンではすでに B-83 核弾頭の爆発規模選定と有効な爆発コード設定のチームが動いているそうよ。
At some point we need to come to a realization weapons are not good on.
Especially nuclear. Great crane out.
ということだ。
Yeah, it is a great crane out.
Interesting shot.
Yeah. I like how it's staying too on a tracking crane out.
Yeah.
Without cutting.
米軍を中心とした対巨大不明生物の多国籍軍結成を国連安保理が決議した。俺に全権委任する特別立法を成立させてくれ。
I need emergency powers, then I will become the emperor.
Yes.
東京での核兵器使用の容認もですか。
Oh boy. Oh.
こんなことで歴史に名を残したくはなかったな。
Nope. I don't blame you.
熱核兵器の直撃。数百万度の熱量に耐えられる生物はいない。
That's what you think.
Debatable.
核攻撃は正しい選択だ。
You don't have the science-based evidence to.
普段も目処が立ちつつある状況です。再考願いませんか。
Oh,
お前のプランにはまだ不確定要素が残ってる。
They're gonna freeze him like Megatron was frozen at the beginning of Transformers.
That's what we need.
巨大不明生物を確実に処理できなければ
日本は世界の信用を失う。
Dude, you're gonna lose the world if you don't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it'll matter that much anymore.
サンプル実験で適用可能な生成物は確定できましたが、量産はこれからです。
ゴジラの推定血液量から計算して、凝固剤は最低672。
See, sciencing the shit out of it.
I mean, it seems like the only thing that could possibly work.
最後までこの国を見捨てずにやろう。全国の民間科学会社に。
I like this music choice.
タンク車を最終的に政府で引き取ってくれるなら、上海の業者が3台提供してくれるそうです。サイズは問わない。最低あと5台。
Damn.
The reboot has started.
同時に放出したエネルギー量を多国籍軍が推測し、再び移動レベルに引き下げしたので、あと360時間との結論が通知され。
あと15日でゴジラは活動を再開する可能性が。
We think.
Start time for the nuclear strike against Godzilla has been decided. Countdown will begin in 5 minutes.
住民に生活を根こそぎ捨てさせることだ。
160万人の疎開。あまりにも無茶です。
It's not that hard. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was going to say, what evacuation plan can you come up with that isn't just going to lead to endless gridlock?
攻撃の1日前には記事にという確約と交換ではどうでしょう。
新たなゴジラネタです。
Why not just bring it now?
その代わり、発表のタイミングはこっちで。
You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
教授は唯一の救いだった自分の妻を死に追いやった放射性物質を憎んでいた。だから放射性物質を無害化する研究を続けていたらしい。彼は放射性物質を憎んでいた。そしてそれを生み続けた人間そのものも憎んでいたんだろう。
それでいて今度はデータをわざと残して好きにしろって変わった人ですね。
He created Godzilla.
彼は最後に何を好きにしたんだ。
Yeah.
牧本教授はかなりの偏屈者で、この簡単な線の意味さえわからん。なんでそもそもデータじゃなくて紙なんだ。
There's something to that.
折れ線みたいっすよね。
Or perhaps it's meant to be like placed on top of a different paper and they'll both line up.
折り紙。
Ah, of course.
市の折り紙の形状から新たな図式情報が追加され、解析パターンをすべて網羅することができました。その結果、
Wow.
元教授の起こした解析図はおそらく元素を変換する生態機能部の分子構造図。
Whoa.
先に検出された未知の放射性同位元素の存在がその証左です。
Wow.
水や空気があればどこでも生きていけるって霞を食っている仙人みたいだ。
Wow.
やかす脅威であり、人類に無限の物理的な可能性を示唆する福音でもある。
Sure. As many raw materials do.
促進剤も体内で無力化される可能性が高い。矢口プランが成り立たんぞ。
No.
牧本教授の解析表が解けました。
Whoa, nice.
That's a cool POV.
自体ではなく細胞膜の活動を抑制する極限環境微生物の分子構造だったんです。
Whoa. I knew computers had a mind of their own.
同時に投与すれば血液溶鉱剤の性質を維持できる。ゴジラ凍結に希望が持てます。
Yes.
この事態を予測していた気がする。彼は荒ぶる神の力を解放させて人間を、この国を
Some kind of test.
核兵器の使用も含めてどうするのか好きにしてみろと。
Yeah.
最大の働きで矢口プランの問題点は解決に向かっております。
And it's a kinky plan.
我が国では人徳による王道を行くべきということか。で、どれに判を押せばいいんだ。
巨大不明生物の活動凍結を目的とする血液凝固剤蛍光投与を主軸とした作戦要項。長いですね。
I got time.
カウントダウンも残り2日か。
It's okay, man.
抑制剤の最低量の製造確保にどうし
Yeah, we don't have that much time.
Our friends are progressing with an effective deep freeze plan. I think this country is betting on it.
And you're raising that bet also, I see.
You know, she wants to tell him to F off so bad.
Me, I'm okay. But you, with your fastidious career and the Patterson name, mud will stick.
Yeah, think about your career right now.
Becoming president in your 40s will disappear.
This is about you.
Hey, Kayoko. Good luck.
Yeah.
なんとか必要最低限の抑制剤を確保した。そうだ。地球つくばの SB にタンク車を回してくれ。
Every time this music cue starts, I think it's going to turn into the A-Team theme song. Getting shit done music.
とはいえ危険すぎる。犠牲者は後方式でいいだろう。10年後には総理じゃなかったのか。
僕が10年後に総理になるより10年先にもこの国を残す方が重要だ。
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you need a country to be a PM?
People keep saying that, like, you think about your career down the line.
Like, dude, we're not gonna have a place to be.
今回のヤシオリ作戦遂行に際し急性被爆の危険性があります。ここにいる者の生命の保証はできません。だがどうか実行してほしい。この国を守る力が与えられている最後の砦です。
Before the Americans come in and blow it all up.
Just seeing it off in the background from that distance.
Yeah.
It's so imposing.
Ready, break. Oh my god. Whoa! Wow! Whoa. Wake up.
That's why they call it Shin Godzilla.
Just drive those trains right into his shins.
Ah!
Ooh. How far is the reach? Yeah, watch your baby.
Oh,
We must continue.
I mean, variables are inevitable. Jeez, man. Again, like how far, like, are people seeing these beams over Europe and America and everywhere else? Like, at least the nearby Asian countries must be seeing this.
Oh no. From its tail?
Get the whip. Oh my god!
Oh, damn. Oh, mouth and tail same time.
Both ends.
Hot damn.
There you go. I like that. The purple flame is like the hottest. Oh, fun. Whoa. Damn. No.
Oh my god.
Ooh, dominoes.
I was gonna say, is that a domino effect we're having? Yeah. That's insane.
Oh, wow. Oh, I don't feel bad for him. Let's go, Crane team. Whoa.
Oh, putting the coagulation in him?
Yeah, just drop those pills in there.
Time to take your medicine, Godzilla.
Just drop drum after drum. Oh, wow. This is like a city-scale surgery. Oh, God. Oh, God. And now we gotta watch the loading bar.
Ah.
Shit. Shit. Shit.
I feel like there's again gonna be a delay. It worked, but it's gonna be a delay. Ah.
God. What a fascinating strategy. Just launch public transit at it. Whoa! This is an effective bomb, I gotta say.
Oh!
Oh my god. Ah. This is the baddest ass sequence I've ever seen involving cranes. Which, you know, I could think of a couple. They must add some extra, no?
It's interesting. I kind of feel bad for Godzilla, but obviously I do want them to stop.
Oh, look like he's drinking it now. Please work. Oh. It cannot be destroyed.
Oh! Godzilla, freeze! Gotta take a picture of you.
Negative
190.
Oh.
ゴジラの震源層半減期が20日程度だったか。これだと1ヶ月で半分以下、2、3年でほとんど影響がなくなる。
これで都内の女性に巧妙が見えます。
It's a fascinating movie.
せっかく崩壊した首都と政府だ。まともに機能する形に作り変える。
That's what I want to see, a sequel where we just watch the cleanup happen.
Yeah, and a new system of politics instilled.
都の避難民が360万人いる瀕死の日本を立て直す新たな内閣が必要だからな。
You picking up what I'm putting down?
スクラップ&ビルドでこの国はのし上がってきた。今度も立ち直れる。
Yes, it will.
フランスにデータを横流ししたでしょ。
フランスだけじゃない、世界中に共有させた。約束は破ったが後悔はない。
I mean, the world deserves to know.
私が大統領の時に矢口が総理なのが理想的なビジョンだから。
Oh, that'd be cool.
理想的な傀儡だろ。
Of course. I mean, let's be real, right?
その責任を取るのが政治家の仕事だ。政治家の責任の取り方は自らの身体だ。
And I will own nothing.
自分の責任は自分で取る。
Oh, good man.
だが今はやめるわけにはいかない。事態の収束にはまだ程遠いからな。
We got beef. Whoa. What? What is that? What?
I don't even know what that was growing out of it.
I have so many questions.
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of mutations are those mutations that were taking place?
Still evolving.
You know, from all the nuclear input, or is that like beings that were like grafted on just from all the different explosions and destruction? Ugh.
It was from that cranial surgery, and stuff just started growing in funny places. You know, when you get surgeries, not at the right times, things start happening.
Sure. But you know, before we go any further, the thing I'm not uncertain about is the best place to support the channel and get yourself a nice fresh drip in the process. Andrew's got the classic tickets over at rejectnationshop.com. Probably be good if I named the website rejectnationshop.com. If you want to grab yourself some swag, we got the Who Influences the Influencers tee. We got Space Babies of the Galaxy. We got the new Boys Inspired America's Ass t-shirt. Tons of good stuff over there. So if you want to support the channel and rock, display your pride in the nation Reject, head on over there. We very much appreciate it. But anyway, I cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good. No, I really enjoyed the film. I love the look of Godzilla in this and the way he evolved. It was really unique. I'll go in more into that in a little bit. Also, I enjoyed the political satire and just how we were just so focused on all the politics of everything. And again, it was a very unprecedented event. So it's like I did not envy the prime minister, anybody in that situation. I'm like, I would literally not know what to do. Obviously, maybe the logical thing to do is just to attack. But then again, you got to view collateral damage and other things like, what do we do in a situation like this? This is so unparalleled and unprecedented. So I just thought the storyline, like, were the characters great or anything? I mean, I'd say there was one or two characters I really actually enjoyed following for the most part. The guy who came up with the coagulation and with the team and all, and then that other woman who wanted to have the ambition of becoming president. I really liked her character a lot. But just from the political standpoint, I actually really enjoyed it. Just, giving us that insight of what would happen if a monster of this scale, decided to attack a major metropolitan city and all. So from that point of view, I really enjoyed the film. And just, again, a lot of the cinematography, I really appreciated. There was just a lot of the POV shots, and also there was that one specific shot where they were just having that conversation, and we were dolling out on that tracking shot. And also too inside the computer. And I could go on and on about the cinematography,
Yeah.
but what did you think of the film?
No, I loved it. I loved the way that this was constructed and the way that, it brought all of its elements together to create something that's definitely within the tradition of the Godzilla legacy that exists now, but also that feels very kind of invigorated and fresh. And there's something real funny to me about watching this, because obviously there are elements of the ecological commentary and the commentary on nuclear proliferation that Godzilla movies often touch upon. But I feel like there's also a meta layer of like the legacy of Godzilla as a figure, kind of. I don't know if that's just me, but I kept catching elements folded into this where I'm like, we got Japan and we got America, and they're all kind of dealing with this creature. And like, there's that point where they're like, oh, we're getting this intel from the Americans. And I know that there are, backs and forths in terms of the rights and like how in the American movies they can use Godzilla versus in the Japanese movies and stuff like that, and like what's accepted as part of the lore and the approach here versus there, and the fact that you do get this like heavy American presence partway through and continuing through the movie. I just thought it was kind of a neat, sort of funny little thread, especially with like the different formations Godzilla goes through, and just the debates about the nature. And obviously, we live in a different point in time where the original film is largely in reaction to the atrocities during World War II and Pearl Harbor and all that stuff, and nuclear. Just the nuclear situation in the world has changed, but that's still very much sort of the catalyst for it all. And so it's interesting then that you would have this scenario, and it didn't go on the nose in terms of the past history, but this scenario of like the Americans are coming in, they're like, we got to nuke this thing now.
Yeah, of course. The American thing to do.
And then, them racing to get this alternative solution together that by the end of the movie, you're sitting there going like, this isn't like the solution. And it's interesting that they would arrive, this is a temporary solution. And it's interesting that they would arrive at the idea that like, we're going to have to learn to coexist, because as of now, the only way we have found to mitigate any of this creature's progress is just to freeze it, to stop it.
Exactly. I was waiting for him to say, welcome to Godzilla world. From at least my recollection of what I've seen in the American films that I've watched in Godzilla, like most of the time when they've at least... I know the film we don't want to talk about, the 1998 film. They used actual weapons, and that was his weakness in that film.
Bullets, my only weakness.
Exactly. But I do like in this film and this approach where like that literally does nothing. It's like love taps to him.
Yeah.
And I love the idea of actually using our brains and sciencing the shit out of it. Not to say that again, but I do love that whole idea of finding a different type of approach and way, because that becomes formulaic at some point. I'm like, all right, using weapons again to stop.
Well,
but also that, and sorry. I was just gonna say also too, I like that that's a source of strength for him too. When you're shooting nuclear weapons at him, he could just use it right back at you. I just thought that was really interesting and unique as well too.
Another one of those things though that. And I'm trying to remember where this would be. I mean, we're only, I guess, right after Godzilla 14.
This is right after 14.
So I'm wondering where we are in the American lore with them, because the American movies have brought in that idea of like, oh, he feeds directly on nuclear energy, and it certainly, like sort of comes in here, and then by the end they're sort of like. Again, that meta layer came back up to me where I was like, they're kind of acknowledging that like. All we can do in any of these movies is temporarily stop Godzilla, because Godzilla will always come back, and in that way we are coexisting. But I like the way that this combined those random flavors that I've been harping on with like this very realistic semi-docu style. Like there are a lot of elements that reminded me of like a District 9 approach, where you're going to just so much. You're doing semi-documentary, but you're also just pulling in like footage that looks like it could have been sourced for some kind of news report, but then you're going narrative. And as far as characters go, like I don't begrudge this. I think this movie brought a nice approach to that, because you know, it's well documented that the second you start talking about human characters in any Godzilla movie, everyone, you know, kicks in the door and is like, nobody cares.
Yeah, exactly.
And so like, I don't mind in the least that we didn't like have some kind of central, you know, protagonist. I mean, we kind of do. There are a couple people we focus most on, but I liked that this represented a collective effort, and I'm sure in some ways this reminded me of watching what was that show called, All of Us Are Dead, in that so much, and I'm sure other things have done this too, but that's, you know, sort of the touchstone that rose to mind for me, where you're watching the downsides of the system as it exists in Japan here, for this example, you know, their democratic system, and the ways in which you feel for the struggle, because you're like, I get why we need all this bureaucracy and clearance in theory. I get why we need to have experts and everybody kind of coming together and sort of breaking down the situation and figuring out what to do. But at times you don't have the time for that. So you do sit there going like, man, they've wasted a lot of time by going like, okay, let's get a plan together based on what we know. And at a certain point, you're kind of sitting there going like, I don't know, like nobody seems to know, because every time you go with your best plan, it's just not applicable, you know? And so them coming in towards the end, they're like, you know, this is the one thing that we know, like, you know, we got to nuke them because nothing can withstand the heat of a thermonuclear weapon. And that's one of those things where, it's like the hubris of thinking that you know. And so, like, you can't necessarily just come out and be like, hey, this is what's going on. But in some ways, I think the argument exists that there's got to be a more efficient way, or there's got to be a more direct way, and that, you know, sculpting and wrangling and trying to control the image and the information is this perilous process. Because on the one hand, I understand why you wouldn't want to just go on TV and be like, holy shit, there's a kaiju outside. But at the same time, I think the great, you know, a great thing about the first act or so of this is that you are just knees deep in this contrast of like, every time they cut outside, it's utter chaos, and every time they cut inside, it's a bunch of people very removed, like focused on this, but very removed from the reality of this. And I love the way that early on they're strategizing, and you're just watching as these strategies are being completely outmoded, like in real time.
There's only so much you could do. I mean, the prime minister was saying, there's no way he can come on land, and then a half a second later, he's coming onto land. I mean, again, it's so unprecedented. It's like, that's why I was like, I have no envy for what is going on in such crazy, chaotic time. I mean, this is not something that you can prepare for.
Well, it's unprecedented, and I think the argument then becomes like, at a certain point, it might be better to just come out and be like, this is unprecedented, and we have our best people on. Like, again, it's statecraft. I don't know how you would quell the panic. But being able to come out and not waste time and reason. Like, I get you have to try stuff, but at the same time being like, no, we're confident it's not going to come up on land for reasons that we've contrived, because nothing like this has ever happened before.
Sure. And in regards to your comments earlier about, you know, in films like, in these Godzilla films, like, we don't want to focus too much on the characters.
I'm fine when they try.
No.
You know.
I was totally fine with it. Like, and again, it was really more about those. I mean, again, it was a collective ensemble more so or not, but like just really focusing more. For sure. But just focusing really, I mean, I felt like those two were kind of the main stars, of, if you will, of those characters, which I found, you know, I didn't find that to be unnecessary or anything, which I was fine with.
It's well in the tradition.
Yeah, for sure. But I like that we were just staying more on the political satire, and we were just focusing on that. And then obviously we get our mayhem and our destruction and this full scale stuff and all our cinematic shots. So, you know, from that standpoint, I had no issue or problem with what we got from a character's perspective.
No, totally. And there's so many characters and so many units, and they do a good job for the most part of, you know, it would be easy to lose track, you know, of all the different places we go, all the different teams and groups. And I thought they managed nicely to, you know, not make that too confusing, And I really like this sort of race between, you know, building arms against Godzilla, but then also, you know, taking this theoretical, this, you know, it's such a great little movie device of like, here's this mysterious bit of research left over by this guy who has a whole relationship to at least aspects of this scenario, and all we've got is this to work from. And then them coming up with this origami concept. Like there's so many things I would love to go back and examine.
That was probably one of my favorite sequences when they are like they're folding the paper and they're solving the riddle. Like that was, you know, one of the more unique perspectives I thought of the film as well.
Yeah, and I mean I like that this has that element of satire, and I think certainly if you are Japanese and you live in Japan, you will probably note a lot more nuances of what this is saying about, you know, the political system, the you know, reliance on protocols and certain honorifics and traditional. I love that bit. It's a very American thing, so it works, I think, on a dual level where she's like, can we drop the honorifics? I'm not good at that. And like, you know, and yeah, it's one of those things where you're like, well, truly, it's not that important, you know, like right now in this crisis mode, like it's not what we should be focusing and spending time on.
Yeah.
And I thought the movie overall did a nice job with the satire, because they put you in both pairs of shoes, I think, where you're sitting there going, oh, guys, you know, these 20 phone calls to get to this conclusion is not really working, but also it doesn't go so broad as to be like, look at these assholes. And it does make you feel for just the sheer scope of the situation and the sheer, unprecedented struggle of figuring out any plausible direction to head in.
And I thought the film, you know, to its credit, did a really good job of giving me a little sympathization for Godzilla too there in the end. I mean,
as a force of nature.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, it's just doing what it was built to do, you know, kind of thing. It wasn't trying to, you know, do destruction on some, you know, like
not for the sake of bloodlust.
Of course. It was just doing what it was born to do. You know, from all the nuclear waste that was left on the ocean floor that it was born out of, and you know, from that perspective, I did feel bad for him. Obviously, you still got to stop him. You can't just let him roam around and do his thing. But yeah, no, I mean, from that perspective, I did definitely feel some sympathy. I'm like, you got to stop him, but I still do feel bad, you know, type of thing. So,
well, it's nice because, it's like Godzilla is this force of nature. The origins have been updated slightly to be a bit more, I guess, ecologically minded, in that it's like nuclear waste was dumped here and some ancient creature soaked it up.
This is man caused this.
Yeah, so there is still, you know, the looming, you know, origin of the franchise itself, again, with, you know, the nuclear drop. But, you know, it's updated here to something that makes a bit more sense for then the lore that they apply with, like, oh, it kind of can evolve back and forth depending on, you know, which setting it needs to be in, whether it's underwater or whether it's on land. And, you know, it evolved in this one way and now needed to regress in order to cool itself down. Just some interesting flourishes of the science and lore, like the science fiction of Godzilla here. And so the effects on the creature were really well handled, because they're not always the most photorealistic you've ever seen. However, I think the combination of the editing, the cinematography, which I think is really great throughout and is great at ramping up and easing off the gas, and even the choices of music, all that stuff. Like all the film styles are great, and the action and the monster kaiju stuff is really striking.
Fantastic.
Because when you're early on and you've got that you know, earlier stage or you know, that regressed cool down phase he's in, like, it is so strange, and it's almost like some kind of internet meme you're watching that some guy who just has really good effects skills mocked up, where it's got these big disconcerting eyes and it looks more like a lizard, you know.
It did take me aback at first when I saw it. I was like, okay, this is the look we're going for. But then I grew a likeness to it, and then the evolved look was like, okay, this is more traditional Godzilla,
and that's monstrous and eerie, and just like when it's like barfing blood from its gills and stuff like that, and then as
it was terrifying,
and then as it takes further form, you know, it starts to resemble in a much more nasty, just kind of like someone scribbled the concept art, you know, in a fit of anger, just like this sharp, molten looking thing, and it does a really, I think, nice job of portraying it as this this force of nature that is not concerned morally one way or the other with what's going on the mainland, but also, yeah, by the time they're nuking it and you know, pumping it full of coagulants, you do start to feel for it, and I think that kind of enhances the idea of what this Godzilla is doing, which is, yeah, it's not as much about one specifically aimed towards one particular traumatic moment in history that's in there, but now this is more of a, you know, shape-shifting and ever sort of what am I trying to say? It's like an ever-evolving threat that we now have. It's like we created this, or we unlocked this chain reaction. Now we have to coexist with it. And I think that nicely keeps in line with the ecological stuff, as well as the aspects that are commenting on, you know, human society and how we respond to disasters and how we prioritize who gets saved, how we, you know, attack, all that stuff.
Yeah, I have no doubt the writers of this film saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze, and then they saw how the turtles stopped Tokar and Razor. They put the fire extinguishers in them and froze them, and then that's how they came up with the
Just one big homage to that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's my reference for the video.
Yeah, buddy. Well, all right. Any stray thoughts before we hit
no,
the
I just this is really, I believe, my first introduction to you know, Japanese Godzilla film, so I really enjoyed it. It was great. Again, I loved all the political satire stuff. It was fantastic. I loved the evolving of Godzilla, great stuff. And then again, the science-based stuff, and I love how, you know, just physically trying to harm it without doing the science stuff, like, just was love taps to it. I thought that was really unique and great too. So just a lot of great stuff that I enjoyed. And the cinematography is so unique, like the POV shots going inside the computer, the pan out shots, so many different elements of this film that I really enjoyed.
Absolutely, man. Me too. I'm glad we finally saw this. This is definitely like one of the most striking and gripping Godzilla movies I've ever seen, and it's really cool after seeing so much of the MonsterVerse stuff recently to come back to see how you know, the originators of this prolific character franchise, creature, etc., you know, redefine it for a new age. And I think that's something about Godzilla that will always endure, is like every generation you can kind of update it into something quintessential but fresh and new and fully in utilizing all of the latest, you know, approaches to film. So yeah, I thought this was really terrific. What did you guys think? Leave us your thoughts down below. And hey, last but not least, let's do a little patron of the day shout out. Andrew, what's a good scenario that we can put Adelia Chamberlain and Mikhail Linden in? It's a Godzilla-related scenario. What do you think?
A good scenario?
Yeah, they're like trying to fight Godzilla, and here, hold on a second, nothing's working right now.
A few moments later.
All right, Andrew, let's do Mikhail Linden and Adelia Chamberlain, and I've taken the liberty of writing up a little prompt. You know how we do nowadays, ChatGPT. I have a YouTube channel, absolutely. That's what we get paid the big bucks for, to type a prompt. So I want to give a shout out to two of our loyal patrons, aka super sexy rejects. Their names are Mikhail Linden and Adelia Chamberlain, and we love them. Mikhail is from Sweden. He loves James Bond, and Adelia is a movie trivia genius and a very caring human being. Depict a short scene, only dialogue of them trying to take down Godzilla using only trivia, movie trivia. Are you ready, Andrew?
I am so ready.
All right, you're gonna be. Would you want to be Mikhail or Adelia?
I'm down with either.
Okay.
I love movie trivia and I love James Bond, so I'm good with either.
Okay. I will be Adelia then. You can be Mikhail. Do your best Swedish accent.
Oh, thank you. All right, Adelia. Remember how Bond outsmarted his giant enemies. We need that kind of wit here.
Yes. Nodding, eyes sparkling with excitement. Absolutely. Let's use the classic Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla trick. We need a distraction. Something big and flashy.
Like the time Bond used his Aston Martin's gadgets to escape. Got it. Let's set up a series of large mirrors around Godzilla. The reflection might confuse him.
Brilliant. And remember, in Godzilla King of the Monsters, how they calmed Godzilla with the Orca device? Let's use a similar sound frequency to disorient him.
A sound so annoying, even Godzilla can stand it. What about the Jaws theme song played backwards?
Perfect! That's our secret weapon, a mix of Bond's cleverness and our movie trivia knowledge. Let's do this! I love it. And ChatGPT even took the time to send us a little addendum saying the scene blends Mikhail's love for James Bond and Adelia's movie trivia expertise in a playful and imaginative way, suitable for your YouTube channel. Shout out. Thank you, ChatGPT. And yeah, I mean, I guess I would love both of you on my Godzilla survival team.
Yes.
By this shout out, it seems like Adelia might be a little bit more. She might have the more pertinent knowledge. just, I don't know how many gadgets we're going to have at our disposal. But you know what? We need a debonair guy as well who can get the intel. So I appreciate you both. We love you guys. You guys are some of our most long-enduring and supportive patrons. And in all seriousness, we appreciate you very much. We love you guys. And yeah, in this Thanksgiving season, I don't know exactly when you guys are going to be seeing this, but in this Thanksgiving season, we are very thankful for you guys. And I hope you stick around for many moons to come. Be well, people, and we'll catch you on the next one. Much love. Cheers.